Thank you very much, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. This weekend here at the Birkenstock, powerful voices from all continents got together. The broad participation shows that the international community is moved by the war in Ukraine, and it shows the state's willingness to jointly indicate a pathway to peace. The perspectives and starting positions are different, so this meeting, which made a broad exchange possible, was all the more important. For months, there was talk of war, of weapons deliveries, of military support. And now we've talked about peace for the first time at such a high-level meeting with such a great number of states and organizations. That the great majority of the states assembled here agreed on the common Birkenstock communique shows what diplomacy can achieve with patient work. The approval for this approach was something that I also got to feel in the numerous conversations that I held here personally. When it comes to nuclear safety, food security and human dimension, we have agreed that steps are possible to build trust. These topics are of major importance for numerous states, also for such states that are far away from the area of war. For these three topical areas, we have set a clear framework in the Birkenstock communique, and further discussions must be held in this framework. It is our common vision how we want to achieve peace in Ukraine. It's the specific targets that we have set and to which we have all committed. Firstly, any use of nuclear energy and nuclear installations must be safe, secured and safeguarded and environmentally sound. Secondly, food security must not be weaponized in any way. Attacks on merchant ships and ports and along the entire route, as well as against civilian ports and civilian port infrastructure, are unacceptable. Thirdly, all prisoners of war must be released by complete exchange. All deported and unlawfully displaced Ukrainian children and all other Ukrainian civilians who were unlawfully detained must be returned to Ukraine. Ladies and gentlemen, given the different starting positions, it is an achievement that this conference could be held with such high level and broad support, and that we have managed to find a common position here at the Birkenstock. The common denominator that states have found, thanks to diplomacy work and internal discussions, are precondition for continuing further together. And this opportunity must now be seized. A just and lasting peace in Ukraine is key for the people in the war zones and for everyone directly affected by the consequences of war. It must be true for the whole world that international relations are based on rules, on international law, and on the UN Charter, and this is the future that we need to work towards. Switzerland will continue to play an active role in this process for peace in Ukraine. We remain committed. The international community is familiar with the tradition of Switzerland and its good offices, and the world can trust that we will continue to work for peace in Ukraine, just as we have done this weekend at the Birkenstock. Thank you very much.